Good afternoon, folks. It's me. It's Robin. I'm here talking into my microphone again. Not only for lack of ideas, but I just wanted to chat for a while. Let's sit down. Let's have a conversation. You and I, just us 150,000, all just having a quick conversation. You know what I mean? It kind of hit me earlier today that out of all the commentaries and stories that I have told you guys on this channel, I've never actually had just a random, rambling commentary where I talk about different things, I segue for no reason, I jump back and forth, yada, 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 and how that's never actually going to happen. Because today, I wanted to chat a little bit about the YouTube ad situation, how it's going so far. I know I put out that video a little while back that spoke about how it was the end of the world and all this fun stuff, and it kind of still is. Luckily, there have been lots of indicators out there that have said that this whole ad situation will eventually begin to heal and get better and all that fun stuff. So hopefully, in the near future, we're not trying to scramble to do other things. Because right now, I'm just still stuck in a goofy position. I'm gonna keep uploading like normal on this channel at least. Nothing's really gonna change here. Because unfortunately, as a gamer, you have to rely on quantity, not so much quality. I'm not Casey Neistat, I'm not some kind of genius that knows every goddamn step of what he's doing forever and how it's going to work out and knows what it looks like when he wakes up in the morning, But for right now, the ad situation hasn't really showed a whole lot of signs of improving. It has a little bit, but not all that much. Luckily, like I mentioned before, there are some people out there that have said that they've spoken to folks at YouTube, and YouTube is actually working harder to make sure that this whole situation is amended rather than, continuing to screw over the people that are the reason people go to YouTube. I mean, sure, you go to YouTube to watch funny cat videos and road rage videos of motorcyclists, but for the most part, the millions and millions and millions and millions of people that are subscribed and follow people come back to YouTube to watch those people. You want to watch the random funnies and the inappropriate stuff, you go to like LiveLeak or something like that, or Streamable or Reddit or whatever. But YouTube is all about the super high quality content creation, such as what you find on this channel right here, am I right? So I mentioned in one of these videos quite some time ago that I was feeling stuck and not sure where to go, and I wanted to try out new things, do this, do that, and try to move away from gaming and all that stuff. And I uploaded a video like a couple days later. It was a vlog, only a few minutes long. It was a vlog where I had narration and weird setup shots and stuff like that, and it was called A New Chapter. Little did I know that was actually not going to be the new chapter for me. If you follow myself or Bree on Twitter, you know that we recently got ourselves a new camera, and not just any camera. We got ourselves a Sony a7S II. Now, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, how dare you spend some of your savings on a camera right as the ad thing starts to go crazy? I know a lot of people, oh,
You got us, dude. We saved up some money and bought something that we wanted.
except it wasn't just something we quote-unquote wanted. I mean, of course we did, but we have more in mind for it than just playing around with this thing. It's not just some toy to us. A camera that expensive is an investment. It's an investment into our collaborative vlog channel, which, by the way, I'll touch on that in just a second. And it's also a piece of equipment that you can, make money off of in the future, renting it out, doing whatever with. The main reason we got this camera, though, is our old DSLR, which was a T3i, very, very old, isn't really all that great at producing fantastic-looking footage, I should say. Either way, we wanted to be able to bring you guys some new, interesting, collaborative efforts on our second channel and make them as high quality as possible. But what we wanted to do was really, really stretch our creative limits. So, we got ourselves a crazy camera, good microphone, and now we're hunting down our friends to sort of get them involved in these goofy, weird scenarios and film them like an episode of, let's say, The Office or Parks and Rec and stuff like that. This all goes back to Bree and I constantly talking about wanting to stretch our creative muscle again. When you are a gamer on YouTube, unless you're someone like Video Game Donkey or someone like Soviet Womble, where they take a long time to put together a video, it works for them. Obviously, they have their own thing. They're not a traditional gaming channel. But when you set yourself up to be a traditional gaming channel, people expect that, and they expect it every single day. And I know people have come to not expect it every day from me because I'm super inconsistent and I'm a little lazy bitch. But still, when you are trapped in this little box of do this every single day or you won't make any money, because at a certain point, it is your job. You have to treat it like one. So when you're trapped in this little box, having to do this all the time, never being able to really go outside of that box and try something new for fear of people suddenly not giving a shit about it. Like, let's say I run from Sanic and I get 50,000 views on a video versus I spend all day putting a lot of fun effort into this cool new vlog video idea that I have and it only gets 5. That's why we're afraid to leave the box on these main channels. So we have the second channel and we want to start really going nuts with it, because when you're not allowed, as a creator, when you're not allowed or able to really stretch your creative muscle, you start to hate it more and more every single day. And there is a difference between myself and Bree and someone like fucking Markiplier or PewDiePie, okay? They don't have to give a shit about doing it every day. Why? Because they make way more money than any of us can ever imagine. I hate to say that, but it's true. It's true. Let's quit, pretending that's not the case. And not all YouTubers are filthy rich and own Lamborghinis and shit. That's a really small percentage, and ad hit or not, they don't really have any worry in the world. And the reason why is if their YouTube disappeared overnight, they've got a lot more than just their YouTube that's bringing them income. We don't. Which brings me to my final point. Bree has created a Patreon. Now, this Patreon's kind of an umbrella that will encompass pretty much all the content we collaborate on. It's so she doesn't have to cater strictly to ads. She doesn't have to cater to anyone. So she's able to go back to producing machinimas and cool content like she did way back in the day. This Patreon will also help us stretch our creativity on the secondary channel. So that Patreon link is down below. Our second channel is down below. Again, like I said, I'm going to continue to upload content like regular on this channel. It should be totally normal from here on out until I have some other crisis and I start crying and bitching like a little baby. I do apologize again if this seemed really rambly. This didn't really have a point when I started recording this. When I started recording this, it was just kind of let me talk about random things, and then I found a point to make. It's just kind of how I work. It sucks. It's annoying. I know people don't really like to listen to others speak about absolutely nothing or change topics in an instant, but well, hey man, you subscribed, right? But anyway, if you even somewhat enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like, and if you really like this video, then consider subscribing. And if you like me enough, maybe check out that Patreon and second channel link down below, because we're going to be doing a lot more on that channel, and we're going to be putting a shit ton more of our creative efforts into it. All right, folks, that's it. I'm out. I'm going to go drink some coffee and have some introspective moments throughout the day.